Okay, so I have a couple of things that I want to talk about. So let's talk about it. I actually wrote it down this time, so hopefully I won't go off on too much of a tangent. In this video, I guess we're going to talk about Blake Lively and her white woman drama, the plane crashes that's been happening, Kanye West's crash out, and the Dubai lady. So, and I guess maybe a little bit about Wendy Williams. Anyway, I don't like asking you guys to like and subscribe at the top of the video, but YouTube doesn't push my videos unless I ask you. One last thing, I'm not going to get super duper into each of these topics because they're already out there. Like you guys, you know what's going on. Blake Lively's whole drama between the director Justin Baldoni and her husband Ryan Reynolds, which is really disappointing because I was looking forward to Deadpool 4, but here we are. Listen, Blake Lively, I don't understand what everybody is like so up in arms about, why everybody's so shocked that she did all of this. This is every white woman. This is every white woman to a certain extent. She has white woman privilege and she's using it. Like, this is no different from the Karen that asks for the manager at every store she goes to. This is every white woman to an extent, but nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody's acting like, oh, this is so strange. I've never heard of anything like that. Really? Okay. Well, I'm not knocking privilege, okay? I have black woman privilege. You guys aren't ready to hear about that shit. But I'm just saying, like, to an extent, to a degree, this is... Why are you shocked? So, there's been a lot of plane crashes lately. And it's got me to wondering, what happened to the drones? Because what wasn't like the first couple of really odd plane crashes? Didn't that happen over in New England? Somewhere in Jersey, Massachusetts, somewhere in that area. Okay, so again, I have done no research. I just wrote down the thoughts that I've had over these last couple of days and wanted to speak on it without any expertise at all. I want to know what happened to them fucking drones. Donald Trump is in office. He released the JFK files. He released the MLK files, but you hadn't said nothing about the aliens and you hadn't said nothing about these drones. So it makes me kind of wonder, like, what's going on? Is the drones, is that what's causing all of these plane crashes? It's worldwide now. There was in Canada. There was a random plane crash in Canada. And then apparently there was one lone survivor out of all of that. Isn't that interesting? Isn't it interesting how the one survivor is not in hospital? Isn't it interesting how you barely got scraped? Okay. Kanye West crash out. Now, I was going to do a video titled In Defense of Kanye, and I still might actually do it. I don't know. But he came out and he made like a whole statement. It wasn't explaining what he was doing, but if you read it, then you'll read into it and you'll be like, oh, okay, that's why you went completely apeshit on the internet a couple of days ago. He said a lot of wild and out there shit. The explanation only explains some of it, not all of it. Like, basically, if I can find it, I'll insert it here. But basically, he was like, yo, I'm trying to get what his name, attention. And he's like, yo, you'll let me say all of this shit about everybody else. And you are so, ingratiated into the Black culture. And you are so okay with pushing out music that glorifies violence against other Black people, but the second that we say anything about Jewish people, you got something to say. Okay, I can understand, like, I get it, like, yeah, but why did you say fuck Virgil? Listen, I like to think of myself as a Kanye stan. But here's the thing, I'm a logical stan. So you run around and start saying a bunch of crazy shit. Like, I'm going to try to defend you. But if to a certain point, like, baby, let it go. Like, it's indefensible. I can't. Why did you say fuck Virgil? That didn't have nothing to do with the beef you had with that white man. Why you say that? And he keeps doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on slavery as a choice. I can't get behind that either. And one last thing, like, no, it's not. It's not gonna be the last thing. People always say you got to separate the artist from the art, but it's like if the artist wasn't the way that they were, would the art be the same? If Edgar Allan Poe wasn't an incestuous child molester, would them poems still hit? Ah, you ain't ready to talk about that yet, are you? You really not ready to talk about that, are you? Because folks don't want to admit that they still listening to R. Kelly, but that's okay. Anyway, moving on. No, because it's not the last thing. This is the last thing. This is the last thing. This is the last thing that I'm gonna say on the Kanye crash out. Without Kanye West ever explaining what he was doing and made that letter without any explanation at all, with or without any explanation, folks was just like, yeah, Kanye's crashing out again. It's meant to end this. It's just meant to end this. Okay. What is the difference between Kanye West and Wendy Williams? What's the difference? Because, okay, we don't know exactly what Wendy Williams has. Because they say that she got like dementia brought on by alcoholism, which is really weird. But then the other people are saying, no, that's not really it. Because if that was the case, then she wouldn't have been getting better. It's a degenerative disease, whatever. And then she got let out, and then she got moved to a different floor recently. And now she in trouble because there's a restaurant at the facility that she's in, and she was caught drinking a lot. And it's like, but you went here because you was drinking a lot. And we don't really know exactly what you've been diagnosed with. So now they got her locked up in another ward or whatever. Here's the thing. And yes, people were, her family was her family that was fucking up her finances and whatnot. And you know, whatever. Here's the thing. Why do we get Wendy Williams so much protection, but not Kanye West? I get it. Conservatorships are very, very strange, and you got to jump through a whole lot of hoops and this, that, and the third. Some conservatorships are bad. Some are good. Some are just in a really gray area or whatever. But at the end of the day, a conservatorship does not start unless there's a concern there. And if you've been watching Kanye West for these last couple of years, there's a fucking concern there. And you hear about Kim trying to get him into a conservatorship and this, that, third, whatever. And now it's just kind of like, dang, like, should we really have ignored Kim? And then you got other people. I'm not saying I'm one of them. I'm not saying I'm one of them. But you got other people that's out there talking about, well, he decided to be with that white woman. He continues to be with them white women. So let them handle him. I don't know. But it might have a lot to do with a little bit of everything. Well, no, that didn't even make any sense. It might have a little bit to do with all those things, but at the same time, at the end of the fucking day, nobody cares about men. We don't care about your trauma. We don't care about your mental illness. We don't care about none of that shit. Just, you gonna make another album? You not? Okay. You just crashing out. Well, let us know when you get back on your medication and start making music again. But then Wendy Williams, let me take that back. Because when she was outside looking like Skeletor, before they got her locked up, and she was, don't sit up here and act like she wasn't scary looking. It wasn't a whole lot of people trying to save her then. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, clearly this woman, something up with her. Get her some help. But whatever. I guess somebody ended up trying to get help. Wells Fargo, that's what it was. Wells Fargo ended up starting a conservatorship because of her finances or whatever. But also, I don't like that shit because why is the bank in my business? Why are you in my business like that? That's my son. You know, I appreciate you letting me know what's going on and whatnot, and like maybe we can lock accounts and everything, but you trying to get other people to lock me up in facilities and shit using my money. How is that even a thing? Can anybody just do that? That's really fucking scary. That's really fucking scary. Anyway, last thing I wanted to talk about, that lady in Dubai. I don't know her name. I don't know her name. I don't want to look it up. Y'all know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know her name. I do not want to look it up. I do not give a fuck. Here's the thing. We're all laughing at this lady because she over here, she acting crazy and whatnot. The lady in Dubai, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. She damn near 40. She done got started messaging this little 19-year-old boy over somewhere in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, somewhere over there. And she get over there to marry him. She goes over there to marry him. And the parents took one look at her and was like, hell the fuck no. What? You older than us. What is happening? No, you can't touch our son. Get out. So now she's running around here talking about, oh, okay, well, I was promised a dowry. Because, you know, when they marry people off, you know, like dowries and stuff. So, okay, so she was like, I was promised a dowry. You know, the dowry would have been given to her parents, but her parents have passed on. So she looking for that money. And she like, I need that money and your son. Huh? What? You need what, ma'am? So she be running around all over the country talking about, y'all, I don't like the way that you guys doing shit. She trying to run for mayor and all this other shit. Or whatever. I don't care. Here's the thing. The reason why I'm talking about it is because she's y'all. She's you bitches. Yeah, she you bitches. You bitches out there running around here, old as hell, pushing 40, trying to kidnap young boys, and demanding money from his parents that you trying to that's a kidnapping, is it not? Is that not a kidnapping with the ransom and everything? I don't know. Yeah, she's you guys. She's walking around thinking that she is what? What? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. All you fucking Sambo ass niggas know the word. What is it? What is it? The prize. Yes. She walking around here thinking that she the prize. And the reason why I call you Sambo ass niggas is because you'll get on TV and you'll get on the internet and you'll go around talking about all of the ways that women are just so terrible, but you're not fixing shit in your life. You overweight. You're old as fuck. You're an alcoholic. But you got to talk about us, about what we doing wrong. Okay, whatever. And then wonder why we run to white men. But okay. Anyway, I'm getting off the topic. This is what happens when you listen to these internet gurus talking about like these relationship gurus, right? That's what happens. when so many people keep telling you that you're the fucking prize, that's what you get. That's all of you. You all look just like her. Every single last one of you crazy bitches look just the fuck like her. She's crazy and delusional. You're crazy and delusional. I'm gonna crack my face laughing this hard. You're crazy and delusional. Yeah. There ain't no fucking difference. That's why nobody's calling her out for it. It's because we just a regular black American woman. That's a lot of you bitches. Not all you bitches. I'm not gonna say all you bitches, but there's a lot of you bitches that run around here thinking that you were the prize. I want you to do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor, okay? Write down all of your accomplishments, okay? Write down everything that give yourself a resume, not just jobs, but shit that you've done. Create a life resume for yourself. And then I want you to make a list of qualities that you want in a man or a woman, whatever, okay? And then see if them two lists line up. If they don't line up, it's because you the Dubai lady. You the Dubai lady. On paper, I know I'm such a great person. I am such a great quality, whatever. On paper, realistically speaking, I'm not a fucking catch. I'm a liability. It takes a lot of work on yourself to be able to admit something like that. Like when I say on paper, I am not the prize. Like I'm not a 10. I'm not even a 7. I'm barely a 4. Okay? Like on paper, I'm barely a 4. So I have to temper my expectations if I were to think about dating. And I don't date because the men that would line up with what I am on paper, I don't want them. I don't want them. And clearly they don't want me. Okay, I'm perfectly fine by myself. It's fine. Okay, so you stuck around to the very end of this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and bless you. I was doing a face mask and I started thinking about all these different topics, so I just decided to write them down and do a video because I don't know how to stop talking. Like when I have an idea for something, like I gotta do it like right then and there, or at least like write it. I gotta do as much as I can on that idea right then and there. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose it, and I'm never gonna come back to it. I'm never gonna come back to it. So like and subscribe or whatever. Bye. I'm just saying, like, oh fuck, hey, itchy. Anyway, oh my god, what the fuck? Is it the inside? What is happening? Hmm. Anyway, I am flaking all over my all over my robe, and it's